Okay, hello. Yeah, I copied my filters over. I got a new overlay thing. I got some. Oh, it's strong. It's really strong. Anyway, I got this game, Outer Worlds. I finished installing, so let's play this shit. See what this is all about. I know that it's by the people who made Fallout New Vegas, which is Obsidian, considered to be an extraordinarily good game. And the reviews on this are great, so I'm sure I'm going to enjoy it. And, oh man. Just 8 years. I logged in I got into Facebook so I could see my my Facebook comments. People would chat with me with that, and the photo from 8 years ago. Wow. I took a picture of my house that I was living in when I first moved in. It was in Hillsburg, and yeah, I miss that house. Anyway, sorry. Anyways, okay, let's open this thing. Enjoy it. Hillsburg. Alright, so now I have all my chats open, which is good. Oh shit. So I don't know anything about the plot or anything else.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity.
Oh, so it's going to overshoot by like 100
with
years,
only a minor term of
some of
service,
that.
you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left to drift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
Isn't capitalism great?
You're a block of frozen meat, and I like you already. You could charm your way into Byzantium. You could charm your way into Byzantium. If I can't save your body, I must at least save your brain. I bet you're going to be very popular in this colony. A gunslinger. Oh, they're going to tell stories about you from here to Hephaestus. You could make a vicar doubt the law. You are going to paint the system red, my friend.
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm going for, is like a charming gunslinger type. Yeah, let's do engineering.
You poor thing. Made to listen to that dreadful music all day.
Listen, we all know that most personality exists in the hair, so this is what we're doing. Why don't I play a male for once? Ah, jeez.
No discernible aptitude? We'll see about that.
I'll try and make me, yes. No, I'm going to play a woman. I don't know. I mean, that's your elder Princess Leia. Alright, my character's name. Sploosh. Dynasty. Yeah, let's do it. This thing is fun. I like this. Let's go. Ugh.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend. Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down 10%. Skip drive.
Shit.
Inoperable.
Oh, the coffee is so strong.
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? Bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take.
Told you.
Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck!
So why is he doing this, though? Is he a radical? In which case, yeah. But, what did he stand for?
Can you hear me? Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry, I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you. Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste. Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship,
Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing.
What was that?
Nasty way to go.
So yeah, so this is essentially Fallout in anything but name, but better. Clearly it's a different setting than Fallout. But, yeah, and that's all I know about it. Like, I saw the preview, the, trailer. Or somebody cough.
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Controls well. I like the responses.
Hey, you, come here.
Oh, yeah.
You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh,
What?
wow, that stings. Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange for my report. Spacer's choice doesn't like us accepting outside help. Oh, we're all part of the Spacer's Choice family here. Not that I deserve to be. Can't even deliver a company slogan. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life.
It's a gun.
Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters.
Guns misfire all the time.
Investigating an illegally grounded ship. All spacecraft must arrive and depart from authorized landing pads. That's board law, that is. Some hullhead grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
Yeah, but then you're gonna blow yourself.
Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest.
Stop.
Spacer's Choice.
Stop it with that.
Yes, nailed it that time. You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's Choice community. Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous saltuna. The Hope? Is that some sort of fancy new drug? Are you with Auntie Cleo or something? Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but I'm not allowed to fraternize with Cleo workers. Company policy.
my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell? This...
Process time differently. Okay, that's kind of cool mechanic. I do that too, but in like the opposite way around.
Tear them apart! No! Get away!
Oh, I see. So this is like... This time dilation thing is like VATS.
Weak!
How does that all? Pretty good, if you ask me. It's nice, the graphics aren't amazing, but I don't think it needs to be. Tired of these fucking graphics wars. Bullshit. Just make a good game, you know? Fuck you. That's kind of cool.
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed!
Oh yeah, sorry.
Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators.
Ugh,
Skull on that rung leech! Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about. Really? How is he? Shouldn't have done that. Spacer's Choice family ain't authorized to receive medical aid from off-brand physicians. We'll see him back to Edgewater, just as soon as I cross these marauders off with the swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs, son. Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit analysis. But, seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation,
Yeah.
you know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we go.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder. Marauder, please be informed that ignoring me is dangerous for your health. Smile for my surveillance device, Marauder. I am tracking your every move. Intruders are not authorized to access the Unreliable's amenities, including... Please be advised that using the respecification machine will not make you a better person. Marauder, please be informed that the engine room contains nothing of value.
Hell, it's like just a tiny bit of damage, but it looks like I broke my leg.
Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authorities. Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction.
I'm not here to misappropriate anything.
I detect an elevated heart rate, indicating dishonesty. Please prepare yourself for lethal deterrence. Jettison procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks. Preparing to eject all boarding parties in 5,
Bullshit.
4, 3, 2, 1. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment. This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne. I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand? Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced. Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements.
And like,
I have taken the
if not,
liberty
we'll
of
just build
printing you
one.
a new captain's identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand? Thank you. I appreciate your cooperation. Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
Okay.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, Well, ma'am, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay. Oh, by the law. I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I'd report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Attack. I can attack, right? But jeez, these people are fucking brainwashed as shit. Okay. Sheds. Okay. I like that. Ooh, that is pretty. I like that a lot. What? Oh, let's go out everywhere carrying my gun. Can I run down there? Yeah, I can. Nice. Yeah, don't lock anything off for me. I really hate that. I mean, you could do it like with this, you know, like a soft lockout. Meaning, like, you know, maybe the monsters are too high level or something over there, but...
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from? Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend. Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices. Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family. Got a knack for being discreet-like? There's money to be made, long as you keep your nose clean. Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see? Four workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little. He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up. Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad. Yeah? Former people, yeah. Marauders been raiding my graves, you see. Hence the armed guards. Oh no. They are after the most precious loot of all. Spacer's Choice Company property. If those marauders swipe any more bodies out of my cemetery, company's gonna dock my pay. Hang on, I'm doing some math in my head. 20, 30, carry the 1. All my life? Work's been real good to me. Fresh air, exercise.
Playing a different game
Only
every day.
problem's the paperwork. Can't get anybody to pay their gravesite fees.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I've been trying to find something that I enjoy. But I love like Fallout games, and so this is like that Outer Worlds game. So I'm kind of excited about this. I think it's going to be good. But yeah, I've just been playing a different game pretty much every day until I find one that I kind of like immediately grasps me, if that makes sense. And also, there's like a lot of games that I want to play too. Let's see. How you doing, man? I like it a lot. I like the combat is super fun. It's hard to figure out what to do. That's the only problem that I have with it. And my understanding is that they just changed a whole bunch of stuff too. So that was, it is a bit confusing as to like exactly where to go and how the systems work. But it seems like a fun game, and I think they're just right now just kind of growing pains with whatever they just did, making it free to play. I don't know. I never thought it had like a subscription or anything like that. Selection for earlier. Do you must spend your... Why do I think that early retirement is a euphemism for like, you know, going to the farm? I'm not gonna steal. Not yet, at least. Yeah, I will. I will. I was playing it, this is the first day I've had off in like a month, but yeah, I was playing it today, and yeah, and I just finished downloading like half an hour ago. That's why I'm streaming it. So I usually play it like at night, and then on Saturdays I'll usually like be out doing stuff or something like that. So I usually don't get a chance to play video games on Saturday, and I was just so exhausted this week that I was just like, I am staying home and having a video game day. I need it for my... so I don't go crazy, man. Makeup pad. Why don't I do this, like, quest first? You've been play... Did you play Destiny, just the first one? Because I played 5 minutes of it. Not, more than 5 minutes. Maybe I played the game for, like, 2 hours, back in, like, 2014 or something like that. I thought it was great, I just never picked it up again.
I'm sorry, I'll just be a minute.
You had a minute. Next one comes out of your pay.
Ease off the threats, friend. I'm going.
Boss's orders. We all got quotas to make.
The Outer Worlds, yeah. It's the new Obsidian game. They were the guys who made Fallout New Vegas. And I don't know, there was some stuff about, because I think they were slated at one point to make Fallout 76, but, you know, Fallout 76 didn't do too well, and Bethesda made that. So, I think it was because, I don't know, I think Obsidian went out of business at one point, and then they got, I don't know, got a loan. But anyway, they made this game, and it's just gotten great reviews so far, and it's like Fallout and everything but name. Yeah, it's a great game. I agree.
Hey, you hear about Wilson?
I think it's, yeah, I think Fallout New Vegas is probably the best Fallout. I wish I could play Fallout New Vegas using the Fallout 4 engine, because I really, really like Fallout 4. I'm very aware that New Vegas is just a better game, and, you know, has, like, better characters and everything else. But, is there, like, a... what? No, this is... well, I probably should save again. In case I die, and then it kicks me back to something or other. But yeah, if they could, like, remake New Vegas in Fallout 4 engine. Although the Fallout 4 engine now, because when did that come out? Like, 2015? I think. Yeah, it came out 2015. Yeah. So, I know I need to go to journal. Here we go. Go. Here, let's go. We'll set this active. Perfect. And yeah, and it's really extensive.
Another day
and the DLC is a lot of fun too. And so that's one of those same kind of thing. I mean, Bethesda makes Skyrim, you know, makes the Elder Scrolls games too, and so it's a lot of fun to just get lost in those and play them, you know, and experiment a lot with, like, you know, this time I'm going to play this as like a merchant, and I'm just gonna sell stuff and see if I can play, you know, make it through the whole game by doing that, by just, like, bartering. And just lots of stuff. I wish I got experience in real life from discovering vending machines. Oh, I think this goes back out to Emerald Mill. Right now I'm looking for these people who will need to pay their...
I've been feeling pretty low these
grave
days.
site fees or something.
Keep our voices down.
Oh, and I got bounties too. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I always play, like, you know, stealth characters, pretty much, and I love how in Skyrim with stealth, you could basically do, like, a melee type build, as well as ranged, right, like a bow and arrow, and the stealth sniper is just always so much fun to play. Because, just like in Fallout, right, you get, you just make the build so that, from stealth, if you hit somebody, it's an automatic, like, triple critical or something like that, so it'll kill everything in one hit. Which basically makes the game really easy, but these are the types of games where, like, after you play them a while, it becomes really clear, like, how to build your characters, and...
You the new worker?
So they just...
Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
Challenging so much and become more of a sandbox.
Shit. Silas still on about that? Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment. Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
What?
If you're not familiar with board law, you ought to be. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative.
I am.
Which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
So this guy shot himself?
Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
For people in on YouTube and Twitch, I'm talking to my Facebook chat, which apparently doesn't come up on my screen over here, by the way. Between the two of us, must be tough losing his family.
Eugene wasn't family.
What are you saying?
Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him, you see, so I pay the fines. Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism. I'm plenty serious. In fact, I'm a little upset Eugene didn't think things through.
Yeah, I'm sure.
In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice.
I mean, if you look at, like, the difference between 2013 and now, the graphical requirements, especially with VR, have still, kept going up. I'm at the point, though, where I just, like, if games stopped getting better graphically, I wouldn't care at all. Because as far as I'm concerned, like, I was just saying this, regarding this, like, the graphics aren't amazing or anything like that, because they're pretty much an indie game studio. I would much rather have a better game and, like, okay graphics than, a graphical powerhouse. Although, I say that, and then, there's always something cool. But as long as they, like, do something new with it, I guess. I just, I don't know. I don't need, like, the coolest graphics ever. I'd rather, like, even if it's like an NES game, I could play it as long as it was a really well-made game. I mean, I play NES games all the time, but I would go out and, like, buy a new game if it was, out of pocket.
Look around. Edgewater ain't exactly swimming in luxury. We can't afford to pay the body price of a suicide. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
Oh. Plus I'm, like, pointing my gun at everybody, and I know in Fallout games, at least. Jackpot. In Fallout games, apparently... I think it used to be this way. I haven't seen it in a while. Maybe the last time was, Oblivion. Or if you talk to somebody with your gun out, and you're just continually pointing your gun at their face, they get angry at you. Oh, I guess maybe I'm just taking my gun out because it's the same. Ah, here we go. So...
I've been feeling pretty low these days.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness. So everyone says, until someone forgets to cough into their elbow, and then we're all dying of plague. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
Imagine this guy touching your remains.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions. As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
Don't be so hard on yourself.
I have to be, if only to prepare myself for my inevitable dressing down at the hands of corporate. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies. Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment.
But
frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings.
It's like he seems like either a combination of like the super elitist who doesn't want to get dirty and, ooh. And then on the other hand, he's like, I fully expect to be, I don't know. I don't think you should be so depressed.
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
Let you know if I think of anything.
Much obliged.
You always make friends with the doctor. You never know when you'll meet.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier.
He's senile.
Whoa,
Or not.
Did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy. You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state? You don't know that. I could have been saying anything. Maybe I said vague. You know how words sound a mite strange when you're sick. Wait, no. Oh, damn it. Okay, listen. Maybe I am feeling a little under the weather, but I swear I'm on the mend. Please, don't tell the constable. She'll toss me in the sick house. I would have confessed before the good vicar. Get some ablutions for my spirit. Just never found my courage is all. Hey, you're hale and healthy and possibly for hire, ain't you? Do a good turn for an expiring old man. There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
I'll do it. Why not?
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
Last time I heard somebody use law like that was because over the summer I read The Stand, which I read back in like middle school or something like that. Oh, it was a long time ago. I don't remember when I first read it. But there's a character in that who's developmentally disabled, and he uses this. He always says laws, yes. Anything you should know about the communities?
Just keep your head down when you're in there. Marauders have taken over. Probably tracking mud all over the archives. Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows.
I think he just wants you to pay
Look,
up. Look,
I got my gravesite fees right here. See? I'm good for my word. Get me that medicine, and I'll see to your payment. I know that, but I got nobody else to turn to. Reed would have wrote me up. Constable would have locked me up and wrote me up. Could have gone to see the good vicar, but I never did find my courage.
What if that webcam doesn't sit right there? Okay, let's see.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy.
Explain.
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead. All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic.
Yeah, I could tell that. What do you need it for?
I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do.
Come on, moral choice me. Explain.
Alright, here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you. Something like that. Look, I'm not in the habit of law-breaking, but sometimes you've got to do the wrong thing for the right reasons. That's all I can ask of you.
So many options. That's right. I can either give the medicine to him or her. Right now I'm leaning towards her because I think she's correct.
What can I do for you?
We've had some training. I'm going to think or two about medicine.
Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor?
In my professional doctor opinion, I am not an actual professional doctor.
I am a Spacer's Choice certified surgeon, and if you must know, I can stitch a severed thumb with a 58% chance of avoiding gangrene.
That's pretty good.
A ship? Dear me. You seem to have lost the ability to distinguish between reality and fantasy. This is what happens when you let your imagination run wild. I don't approve of fantasizing. It's a dreadful habit, corrosive to the mental faculties. You ought to let the vicar take a look inside your head. Vicar Maximilian, our man from the OSI, here to spread the message of scientism like a soothing balm upon a feverish head. Or so you'd expect. You'll find him in our local church, probably neglecting his duties.
He said duty.
He doesn't seem to like us much. The vicar has not been with us long, and in his relatively short tenure in Edgewater, gives off the distinct whiff of superiority. Go ahead. Edgewater has been good to me. I consider myself privileged to work here.
Why are you broke?
I am never wanting for work, not since the plague started.
Then why are you broke?
As the good vicar says, work fortifies the spirit of a man. If you want to feel exhausted, try not having any work.
I'd say work fortifies the spirit of a man if he enjoys his work.
The plague's come at us with a vengeance this year. Lost 6 workers in as many months. I wouldn't call them good workers, mind you. If they were any good, they'd have been treated. Still, it is a shame. Fever, chills, fatigue, aching, vomiting, an excess of phlegm, a tendency towards belly aching.
Wait, so they have all of those symptoms, and then they complain about those symptoms, and then that's belly aching. Why don't you treat all your workers?
Company policy, friend. We don't have enough medicine to treat all of us, so we treat the best among us.
Whose idea was that?
Mr. Thompson's brainchild. Have you met him yet? Thoughtful-looking fellow, stares out of his office most hours.
I mean, I think that's the thing, like, you know how they say, like, because if you sneeze or cough into your hand, you're just getting your germs into your hand. I mean, you know, you're going to get germs all over the place anyway, but you're going to concentrate them in your hand. Most people don't usually touch your elbow, so it's better to concentrate your sneezes and coughs there.
Fancy threads. That some kind of hibernation suit? You run into any trouble? Conrad's barbershop is a yawning pit that swallows his every bit. I keep telling him he should cut a few corners, skimp out on the disinfectant. You gotta put the squeeze on Conrad. Find some dirt on him. Maybe check his back room.
Are you suggesting extortion?
Well, that's the word, extortion. Been on the tip of my tongue all day.
Okay. I don't think you ever want to see above your town the word, like the 2 words that define your town are community. I mean, community's fine, right? But probably just employment. I don't know. makes you think of like you know, like 19th century textile mills or something. And now, to save money, we've erected a dormitory on facility where all workers are required to live. Yeah, exactly.
Heard something outside the walls today.
Nothing for
So
us
I like
outside
the
those
Western
walls.
vibe with
You ought to
this.
know that.
I like that that this is called a barber shop. Because that's so. What am I not getting? Oh, really want? Oh, because I'm. Bleh. I have to extort him. I don't feel good about that. Receptionist shot himself. This is bad. Company's going to have to call it for what it is. Destruction of Spacer's Choice property. Eugene was an asset and somebody has to pay his body price. This is going to ruin us, so I was thinking we can pawn off his teeth. Eugene had a full set of gold teeth. Heirlooms passed down in his family. Ew. You're processing his body, right? Just dig around and pry him out. We'll sell the teeth somewhere nice and quiet. Use the bits to pay his body price, and nobody's the wiser. What do you think? Don't write back. In fact, don't talk to me at all. Just give me a special signal next time you see me. Waggle your eyebrows. Phyllis. Friggin' Phyllis. Well, now I have the money to... Sorry, now I have the, dirt. I bet his gravesite fees aren't even that much. Okay. Gotta be some dirt in there. Well, yeah, I think it was that they're gonna tear this guy's teeth out and sell them for gold.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses.
Oh,
You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff. I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
Sure, you can interpret that way. Okay, you seem confused.
I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
Ugh.
That's right.
Filthy mechanicals.
That's what I've been saying. We gotta square our shoulders and stand ever vigilant. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant, clattering about, firing at the birds, orchestrating their uprising. When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot?
What makes you think
or
they'll
standing,
do that?
shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
I'll go see these mechanicals and... Yeah, I'll see if you can pay me.
I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Saltuna cans, mostly, some Spacer's chaw, few bit cards. I'll reward you for your aid.
Proper armies pay enlistment fees. So slimy sometimes.
Enlistment fees? Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the resistance a bad name.
What do you need done?
They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back. Mechanical's got a weak spot in their midsections. I think the technical term is, the blue glowy square thing.
I'll let you be. Okay, let's go see this mechanical fellow. I do like the scenery, looks great.
Searching for repair bay. Error. Navigation systems failed. Unable to comply.
You damaged?
Damage to navigation systems detected. Attempting to return to designated repair bay. Error. Navigation systems failed. Navigation systems have determined this location as Spacer's Choice, designated mechanical repair bay. Attempting to misdirect or confuse a Spacer's Choice mechanical is a punishable offense. Please report yourself to your supervisor.
I don't have time for this. But I will have time for this when I get my engineering up. Taste the freedom. It's Spacers. So this is salt tuna, and I bet it's people. Alright, so I gotta fix him up, but I can't do that until I get my engineering up. Yeah, see, like, the stuff isn't super high, you know, polygon count or whatever. You can still, I think, with the amount of money, or sorry, with the amount of memory and stuff that you save with that, you can put in those. You see, like, look, the skybox isn't that well defined, right? It's kind of pixelated. It still looks good. Oh, shit. Shit? I didn't know those things attacked. Ooh, they have a revolver. I'll take that. But if something is you know, I'm not actually dehydrated water tablets. Okay. I don't have a spike or whatever. Here they're called shunts, and those old Star Wars games, they were called spikes. Was it Knights of the Old Republic? Is what we can do. Messages to Thompson. Oh, I heard that name. Somebody said that. The boss. Oh, he's the boss. From hard work. Use heavier weighted cans so we can pack them with less salt tuna. Saving bits to every can. That's exactly the kind of breakthrough our cannery needs. In fact, our logistics department has just confirmed my request to have you transferred from the marketing division to the cannery. Oh, fuck you. Can you imagine, Lawrence? You'll be rubbing elbows with your fellow workers on the canning line, filling each slightly heavier can with slightly less salt tuna, hour after hour, day after day. This is a great and tremendous honor for you and for me. Effective immediately, your position in our marketing division has been terminated. I expect you to report for foreman tomorrow morning. Your uniform will be deducted from your pay. Harsh, man. Yeah, so this was, I guess this is like his apartment or something. Before the dark times, before the Empire. So what can I buy? Machine gun. You can buy a machine gun from a vending machine. Troop armor, ordnance control. So yeah, so it looks like all these people are evicted. Alright, so now I need to go to the Edgewater Community Center. Oh man, it feels good though to have like some place to kind of like explore, like in Fallout. What the hell is this thing? Oh, what's going on, guys? Oh shit!
Get back!
Question is though, like, you go around, you take these guys' armor, and then you put it on, right? Because it's better than your starting armor or whatever. And then you go into town and, like, approach them and be like, hey, what's going on? Why aren't they just shooting you outright because you look like a marauder? Ooh, I have an assault rifle now. But I'm kind of like a pistol guy. I kind of like pistol. So... Oh, it's got shitty DPS. The assault rifle has pretty good DPS. Having just played Destiny, though, I so want to friggin'... I just want to hit... I want to, melee them, and I can melee them, but I have to switch weapons to do that as far as I know. Oh no. So yeah, I think my next level is going to be... back here, huh? Okay, I can live with that. I was outnumbered. Well, I guess it's like real life, though, right? What was it like? I have been in many, many gunfights with people in my time. So being an expert on that. No, but I think it's, there are some, like, rules of combat, and one of them is whoever attacks first wins. Like, actual fights go on for, like, it's always a good idea to run directly towards somebody shooting at you. But yeah, actual fights go on for like, you know, in seconds, not in minutes or whatever. And yeah, and so they got the drop on me and killed me. But yeah, and outnumbered. That's definitely... In movies, you always see the guy like karateing 15 guys who all attack him one by one in single file line.
Huh?
Ah, shit.
Gonna find you!
Are you? Yes, you are. We're gonna try this. Help the chairman and Minister Clark. And then is that supposed to be Abe Lincoln? Alright, so let's so I'm actually like stealth kind of, I think? Kung Fu was much better than this. Maybe I should put this mining helmet on. Maybe that would help. Ah, here was the one with the assault rifle. And now I'm actually going to save it over here. Because I'm smart. Yes, and I wanted to... Well played, sir. This is an assault rifle that looks like a shotgun. If I had a grenade, this would be easier.
Stay away!
Oh, this thing's great. Now I take all their stuff. Makes you wonder, is it me who's the marauder, or they? Probably they, still. I mean, they did shoot at me. Oh yeah, and then the real reason I opened this is because I wanted this. There we go. Now that I did that, let me save this thing again, so when I die in the next fight... Did you loot all those bodies? I thought I did. Not all of them. Yeah, there was... I don't think I looted the guy who bum rushed me over here. Maybe I did. But now I can't find them. I don't know, did the bodies... No, they stay there. Can I lift them up? And, like, arrange them in weird patterns? No. Didn't let me. Which is fine, I suppose. Oh, here's another one. This guy has a light machine gun. Oh, I guess he was the Marauder. Good thinking. Oh, goddamn. Look at that. I don't think my specialty is heavy weapons, but... Huh. Hooligan. Storage space. I think so. Yeah, inventory-wise, what is my storage space here? We'll 45 out of 80. Yeah, that's fine. You know how these things go, right? You build up your inventory, and then you walk back to town at a very slow pace. And, because you're over-encumbered, but you don't want to drop anything. And then you sell everything to a vendor, and you're light again. I don't really like that one. I do like the assault rifle, though. It's a community center, though. I guess, it wants me to... I'm a sneaky guy. But I don't think I can sneak past these guys just yet. When indentured servants are freed, anarchy soon follows. I mean... they're not the same thing as slaves. grab to that. I wish I had a projectile with enemy gland. But I wouldn't, you know, not for like defense or anything, but just to kind of like if it was defective, it would just ooze out all the time, and then people would leave me alone. Squirting venom out of my neck. Oh wait, I also have like a time slowing thing, and I'm spec'd into it, so I should probably use that too. So yeah, it looks like I have like a health regen thing, so I don't have to use these things out of combat. Oh yeah, okay, so I wanted to get my engineering all the way up. I forgot how much I need, but let's just put all of those into tech. Through all of these, or it's just gonna have an asterisk next to everything. Upgrade, guys. I'll have to find a workbench, but there's one in my ship. What is that? Oh, my bad. There we go. Okay. Pouring, pouring, pouring. Okay. Cool. I mean, I need these bit cartridges, because apparently that's how you upgrade weapons. That and, like, weapon upgrade parts, apparently. Necklace, huh? What is that doing? More of this? Oh yeah. Antique saber. Well, it's an antique, so we'll see. And oh, okay. So here we go. So I'm wearing this thing, 3 armor. This one has. Oh, it's a. Ooh. 9 armor. Ooh. Hell yeah. All right. Let's use that. Oh, but I bet it makes more sound. I guess maybe it's not even available. I guess bits are, how do you sell to a vending machine, though? I guess it would be like an ATM. Director Pickett. Starting better and line is back up and running, and we're going to press again. Bark, Captain Director, one of the orders, and what gives the card. Okay. Entire team is perished. We expect an invoice from our whose costs of great site fees is stipulated in our contract. We must ask cover costs of all equipment damage corroded, dissolved, eaten, or digested. If patronage, please allow me to offer you the opportunity to purchase a second hunting expedition at 10% discount. I look forward to hearing from you. Teaching the fauna of Halcyon the cruel realities of existence. Yeah, I'll take your sawed-off shotgun. That sounds awesome. Okay, we're at 72 out of 80. Wait. Was it the basics that had something? Loot. A hack skill of 20 or higher. What does he sell them? Oh, there was more. Oh, and here was going to be its enclosure, I see. Oh, I didn't know there was a staircase in here. Also, why do I only have my revolver equipped? That's dumb. Oh, I guess it isn't. Never mind. So, Guide to Mechanical Engineering, Volume 1. Oh, I didn't see this. Red noodles, huh? It's gotten so dry in Sacramento. And just constant, everything just dries out. Can't imagine what it's like in Santa Rosa right now. That's kind of a disgusting diagram right there. And once again, like I keep trying to double jump because the controls are the same as every other. I mean, it auto saves, so I guess I don't really have to do this so much. Notice you can fast travel too. That's pretty cool. Okay, so yeah, once we go back to Edgewater, let's do it. I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back. Very cool. Okay. There we go.
I've got some time. Thanks. I'll see to it that this medicine gets to the people who need it. Here, something for your trouble. Nothing personal, but I hope we never do business together again. Don't want to make a habit of consorting with smuggler types.
Never this harsh. At least leaving something to remember you by.
You do have some cheek on you. Lucky for you, I kept a little contingency fee in case you tried to negotiate with me. Somebody deserving. Silas on account of him being out in the cold. Amelia seeing how she's around people all the time. Anybody in the sick room? Oh, I'm an actuary. That means I keep tabs on a worker's living expenses. How much it costs to feed, clothe, shelter, bury, and replace your average human worker. Technically, I'm employed by the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources.
I'll leave you be. People housing out short notice. And I can kind of tell. Alright, so what? Oh. Keep pressing the wrong button. What is. Right, okay, so now I have more engineering. Let's go back outside, back to our robot. Me, I'm a robot friend. Oh, and I want to go talk to the shark about those bounties too. Okay, so
Searching for repair bay. Error. Navigation systems failed. Unable to comply.
well, I still don't have enough. That looks cool. Lava flows. You built your town right outside a volcano, probably in the, what is it, the pyroclast path or something? Feet look like fingers. Jesus Christ. It's tiny. So there's the cannery. So what do you have me going back outside for? Oh, right, because... Alright, let's go back to our main quest.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me. Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
Wait until you're finished.
You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you?
Hi, Annie. No, shoot, you don't want anything to do with me. Oh my god! She wants to come up, but she's like super... I don't know. Here. Come on. Okay, come on. Annie, up. Of course. Fucking cats. Okay, are you Reed? I'm gonna start with introduction. How's your dynasty?
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
I'm sorry. I think you have the wrong idea about me.
Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
It needs repairs, and I'm looking for a power regulator.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer.
I don't know if I should have said
Mr. Thompson
that
ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Frying myself?
Oh, yes. Saw someone put his hands on a regulator while the power was running. His legs were still twitching when we buried him. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
It said mostly abandoned. Oh, okay.
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
Marauders aren't people. No, it's terrible. I don't think these people will take kindly to losing the power.
No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Why?
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years.
True.
If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good.
It might be a good thing, though.
I need those workers back at their stations.
How can I help?
My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
I don't recognize her.
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership. That reason was me. I asked too much and pushed too hard. But I am ready to make amends if they are willing to return to the fold.
Oh.
We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately.
There's like
Adelaide will understand.
So much. It's like, like capitalistic communism with yeah, it's just a smorgasbord. It's of crap. It's funny.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Why do you have guards in here? Companion.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Hey, ma'am, can we talk? Sorry. Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me.
Why wouldn't I?
It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
Well, yeah, I get that. If I wanted to deal with nuance, I wouldn't be this heavily armed. Let's move. What's the other side of it?
To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
How old did you know that?
Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders
yes,
or worse.
Die.
I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Okay.
Thanks, ma'am. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Yeah, listen, like, you can talk to me. You don't have to. I'm not your boss. It's fine. It seems like she's afraid. I mean, yeah, I am a stranger.
I don't have time for this.
Well, damn it. Alright, what's it? Oh, here's...
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar de Soto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town?
Provided want to talk to you about Rodriguez.
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Cut off the power to Adelaide's circus.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
What do you think of Adelaide's group, Vicar?
They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice?
Depends on how well a leader can provide beyond your walls.
Astute. But I am here, not in the deserter camp. So that's not a variable I can account for.
So what do you advise?
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Is that even possible?
Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
Why is that?
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
Assume you'll want to burn it once you get your hand.
What? No, I don't want to burn it. I would never. I mean, I just want to... Look, I have a very simple goal here. I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption.
We need to know a little more about this book.
It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of man's place in the cosmos.
So then lead with
Not
that,
many
not
in
that
this
it's a
colony
banned
could
heretical
understand
text.
its true value, should they ever read it.
Okay, so you want it. Yeah, I'll look for it for you.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
You gotta tell me that it... Like, I'm not gonna get a book so you can burn it. Like, that just makes me think, you know... I mean, look at this place. It's shit. Clearly the advice they're getting on whatever is pretty bad. You know, maybe make some photocopies of it, you know? spread it around. Okay.
Yeah, huh?
I was even sure your dad a lot, but never your mother.
That's on account of how I never met her.
How's that possible?
She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here.
Is that normal?
I don't know about normal. Dad said she worked under some kind of special contract. It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers. You mean about the mission being too clean?
Isn't it supposed to be clean as a church?
I know, but Vicker says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicker sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass.
That's because he's a rationalist. You're a mechanic. Whenever you see a machine, it's an need to fix it. It's an ideal, not what we live in, what we strive for. Then why do you want to talk to him?
Vicar's about the only soul in the Vale who spends his time thinking on what is and ain't right. It's just that when he looks at me, I feel I'd disappoint him.
That's rejection. In fact, it seems like he rather liked you and wished that you would attend his service more often. Not that I think he should. I don't know. Kind of seems like he has a stick up his ass, but... Okay. You know what I want to do? I'm gonna go back to my ship.
This is gonna take a lot of paperwork.
These surveillance devices allow me to monitor you constantly. Please ignore them. What can I do for you, Captain? Goodbye.
Oh, wow. If I'd been able to get out here, I so would have stripped this for parts.
Just don't piss off Ada.
If your equipment is in need of repair or modification,
Now we're gonna break down. Ooh. Oh, but I don't think I can use this yet. It's fine, I'm not going to. But I get +5 tech skills in my exo in this suit thing. Excuse me. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Now we gotta get to a vending machine. Alright, well, I'm getting tired. I'm probably gonna go to sleep. Thanks so much for watching. Cool catching up. And take care. Have a great night. I'm just exhausted. So, thanks.